Hi everyone, welcome back to a new lesson. In today's class, we'll be making this stylish sleeve we have on the thumbnail, and all you need for that is your sleeve pattern. And in case you don't know how to draft a sleeve pattern, I will put in the description box below and even at the end of this video. So here I have a full pattern, so all I did is to just fold it into half, so you can have your full or just half. Then you will need extra paper for us to do the extension. So here I'm just going to place it. You can place it this way or this way, however it is easy for you. Okay, so I can just use my gum, and make sure you leave the extension, the length of the extension. For the extension at the upper part, between 3 inches to 4 is just fine. You don't want to do more than that, but it depends on your preference. So I'm just going to get my glue and then glue this down. I'm just going to place it, and I have to make sure what I have left is enough for the extension. So here I have 4 inches, which is perfect. Good. So once we are done with that, so another guideline for the length of the opening could be your elbow level. For me, my elbow level is 14 inches, which is already marked on the pattern. Okay, then just come up by 2 inches. 2 inches from that elbow measurement. Let me confirm that. Okay, that's 14. Okay, so 2 inches is here. So this is where I want the opening to stop. Then I come over to this point. Seam allowance has been added to this pattern. Okay, so I'm just going to add the extension. So I want it to be 3.5, so I just make it 4 inches. 4 inches is here. So I'm just going to make it straight. There are 2 options. You could make it straight, and if you want it dramatic, you could even come as high as possible. So it depends on your preference. You should always, be creative about styles. So let's say you want it to be higher, you could just do about half, 3/4, 1 inch above. Okay, it depends on your preference, however you want it. So that depends on your choice. So that is it. Let's confirm the 4 inches. So the 4 inches is here and here. So once you've done that, the next thing is to connect from that point to the opening level. So here I'll just use any curve you have. So here I'll use this hip curve. This part is straighter, so I'm going to make sure the straighter part is here at the end, and then just curve it out. So this is it. So you want the upper one, you extend it upward. That is just it on the sleeve. Then you can cut it all out. So before cutting it out, I just thought of adding half an inch seam allowance here, since I've added seam allowance to all the measurements. Okay, so then I can redraw that. So then I can cut it out. So I'm just cutting exactly the paper on the fabric. So I'm just going to cut this out. That is 2 of each of the fabric I'll be making use of. Fabric, okay, so with the pattern, since I've added seam allowance all around. So here is the main fabric. I used office satin. Then another vital thing is to mark the points. This is the point where the extension stops, and then it stops here. Make sure you mark or notch those points. And then this is the lining. So here I'm just using taffeta. Another thing I'm now going to do before I sew everything up is to get an interfacing. Okay, so this is the lightest. So for this lining, I could double it. So you need to now press it here. From that point, press it here. You don't want it to get in the way of the armhole. So I'm just going to press it After doing that, the next thing, this is on the wrong side, is to sew half an inch from this point outward, leaving this part open, then half an inch down here, half an inch down here. On the sleeve, so I sew up the upper parts. This is the armpit region and also the upper parts, so make sure you note the notch. So the next thing I'm going to do before turning it all around is to match it up, to sew up the hem of the sleeve opening. You can see that. So this upper part has to match, and then the lower part, the armpit area too, has to match. So all I'm going to do now is take it up this way and make sure the right side are facing each other. And you see, just pick a point, then pick this point too. Make sure right side are facing each other. So you can pin it down, then you sew it all up. So you keep following it half an inch all around before we bring it out. Right now I've joined the sleeve, so this is what it looks like. Can you see? So the next thing now is to bring it all out. So now after turning it out, this is what I have. Can you see? And then this is the inner part of the sleeve. You can see how neat that is. So the next thing we are going to do now is to finish this very one. And what do you want to have? Look at it. You want to have something like this on the inside. So you are now going to finish this part through the armhole region. Okay, just open it up in between both the lining. Can you see? Bring it out this way and make sure right side are facing each other. So I'm going to pin that point. Okay, so you can come to the lower part here too from the inside and make sure they are matching each other and pinning it up. But instead, don't stress yourself. While you have pinned it here, just place your needle on the sewing machine at this point and start tracing it with your hands. So you keep bringing it out. Can you see? Can you see? So once you get to the middle, you can come back to start here again and start tracing it till you finish it up. So I'm just going to do that and give it a good press. Now the sleeve is ready and you can see how beautiful it is. Can you see on the inside? So let me show you this way. So it's going to be on you this way. Can you see? So make sure this part is iron flat, and this is how beautiful the sleeve looks. So if this tutorial has been helpful, please give me a giant thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for online classes and sewing tools. Use the number in the description box to get to us. I remain your girl Bilikis. Bye.